Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Tonight in NHL Stanley Cup playoff action, second round Eastern Conference. We have the Carolina Hurricanes in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers. And the Canes lead the series 2-0. This is game 3. All right, so audio is good in Twitch. And let me check for YouTube. All right, we are set to go. Game is on TNT. I think True TV. I'm watching on HBO Max. All right, chat's early. Hello, Ricky. Go Hurricanes, destroy the Flyers. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it's a good series, but especially since I'm thinking Montreal and Buffalo's going to go a ways. Hurricanes might sweep. Yeah, no doubt, and it'll be over early. They had game 1 on Saturday, and this is already game 3, and Buffalo Montreal just had their game 1 last night. So yes, thanks, Ricky. Thank you. Hope you're doing well too, Ricky. Thanks. Hit the like. Yep. Dave and Tammy Olson. David Olson. All right, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, assume it's going to be Anderson versus Vladar. Puck drop should be in like 3 minutes. Looking ahead to tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have Canadian Sabres, as mentioned, game 2. Sabres up 1-0 in the series, and it is opening night for the WNBA, so we'll have getting back into the swing of that. Golden State Valkyries at Seattle Storm. Double headers on the weekend in hockey and also WNBA. Monday the WNBA is off. So we may, let me get the anthem queued up here. Why are they playing Hell's Bells by AC/DC right before the anthem?
Could you please rise? Remove your hats as we ask all military and veterans to render a hand salute to our flag. And welcome the #1 ranked anthemist in the NHL, our very own Lauren Hart, accompanied by organist Michael Ringworth, as he sings God Bless America.
Oh, they're doing God Bless America. I don't have that queued up. I don't know if they're going to do the anthem too or just God Bless America. All right, we'll just play the anthem. And I forgot to unmute. There, we'll start over. There we go. Hello, Gracie. How's it going? Connor, what's up? Yeah, no worries. No worries. Series were both Flyers in their heyday. Oh, that's right. Rob Brindamore. Right. Yeah, Buffalo should be good too. You're right. Go Flyers. Honestly, the Canes are a pain in the neck. Gotcha. Yeah, no worries. Oh, got a Devils hat finally. This one's like a summer weight hat. It can take the wind and cool off. Also, the only one I don't have is Minnesota because I haven't found one yet. Dallas got Utah today. I love this color. I wish they had a jersey in this color. I don't know why they don't have a jersey. Alright, I don't know. I accidentally went into the next song. And Rick Tocchet was a Flyer. Right. Ow. Yeah, I've got to, like I said, I just got to get the Wild. I prefer fitted hats, but I don't know. Devils, I don't usually like red hats, but I don't know. Just had to do it. Ignite the orange. Oh, this is very strange. Yeah, so we've got a hat for every team now, except for the Wild. Wild, I want to get a fitted hat for the Wild, though. Some of the teams that I don't like, this one, I couldn't get this. I got a adjustable in this because I couldn't get this logo on a fitted. Thanks, Ricky. Frederik Andersen against, Vladar. Figured that's, we are just about set. So I need to get ready here. And we are underway. Sorry, I was distracted for a second there. All right, let me clear the screen too. Good night. All right. Dumped in behind the Canes net. They're in white going left to right. Philly in orange right to left. Shot from the far circle. That was cleared out to Chatfield. And they pass it back to Chatfield. Far circle. Backhander. Vladar with the save. He hangs on at 19-19. We already got pushing and shoving. And one shot on goal for Carolina. Yes, new hats. The Mammoth one, I like that color, and I got a good deal on eBay. I think, my last few have been off eBay. Do you think the Sabres beat the Canes? I'm hoping for it. I think it's going to be a phenomenal series. They got to get by Montreal first, though. If it's Canes Avs, which obviously that's what everybody probably thinks it's going to be, I don't know. I hope the Avs win, but should be interesting, though, either way. Towards the net, shot by, I think Konechny was wide. It was Konechny. So not on target. It's almost 7:15 at night. Who is doing yard work? All right, near boards. Chatfield sends it out for the Canes. Hall couldn't get to it in time. Drysdale behind the Flyers net. And it sent up the near boards. Miller. Well, now it's back. Near zone. Taken away by Zegras. The Flyers have it. Near circle. And taken away now. Blake sent it out. Hall has it at the blue line. Pass to the near corner. And, excuse me. Blue line shot did not go on target. It's into the near corner and cleared to the neutral ice by the Flyers. We've played 2 minutes, scoreless in the first. Pass is into the near corner. Sent around to the far side. Sent to the blue line. Shot tipped wide. Jankowski gets it. And it's sent out by the Flyers. But it's picked up first by Nikishin. And they send it to the neutral ice. Excuse me. All right, Flyers in their own zone. Still only 1-0 the shots. Carolina. No score. 17-20 in the first. To the neutral ice. Picked up by Nikishin and dumped in from the red line. And Ehlers dumped it in again. It's behind the Flyer net. Up the far boards. Now Chatfield gets it. Chatfield dumps it in for the Canes again. All right, into the near corner. Carolina trying to dig it out. I think that was Stahl. Stahl and can't see. I mean, who else is out there? Chatfield keeps it in. Long shot. Ehlers rebound into the far boards and sent to the neutral ice. Flyers couldn't get to it. And we played 3.5. 2 shots for Carolina. They're behind their own net. Looks like Slavin. Pass up the near boards. Sent out by the Flyers. Skated in by Aho. Turned over. Actually offsides at 16-15 on Carolina. Yeah, Konechny. Oh, Konechny hit the post. Actually, I thought Anderson may have gotten a piece of it, but it was the outside of the post, so no shot on goal. All right, sent behind the net into the, well, now, yeah. Ooh, somebody got decked. Who was that? Jarvis got knocked over. He's back up, though. And a return hit for Carolina. Puck is in the far boards. Still battling for it. Nobody. Konechny there. Dvorak finally gets it for the Flyers. They pass it across ice. Dump it in from the red line. Behind the net. And it's sent out to neutral ice. Flyers get it to the red line and dump it back in again. All right. Skated out the far side. Pass got away. Zegras right up the middle. Shot must have hit the post. Didn't see who he passed it to, who hit it off the post. And it's in the, let's see, the blue line, near side, York. York battling for it in the corner. And now the Hurricanes skated out. Taylor Hall passed. Blake to the far circle. Shot was wide into the near boards. And they say one of these went on net for the Flyers here. Blue line keeper for the Canes. Hall behind the net. Now he's in the far circle. Back to the blue line. Tipped wide. Far corner. Flyers lose it by their bench. Getting a line change. So are the Canes. Sent ahead. Backhander sent wide. And into the far corner. Backhander shot was by Carrier. And sent out. Up ahead, Flyers tip one on net, and it goes wide. 14-15, first period. And icing called on Carolina at 14-11. Oh, thanks, Ricky. Hello, Oliver. I see you deleted, but hello, Oliver. Carolina. Dave Olson cheering for Philly. Or Carolina. Yeah. I'm not sure. We were discussing it. I don't know what we decided on. Trivia's back. What's up? Thanks, Connor. All right. Sent in and dumped in now by, let's see, Carolina. Flyers send it just out to the neutral ice. Looks like it was dumped in again. Played to the near side and sent to the neutral ice. Down the length of the ice. They said it was tipped, so no icing on the Flyers. And, well, now the Flyers have it in the far corner. They center it, but it's deflected into the near corner. We've played 6.5 minutes, scoreless. Pass to the near side. Flyers trying to get it out. Couturier knocks it into the near corner. Sent around to the blue line. Near side. Shot. That did not go on target. Near boards. Near corner. Trying to dig it out. Now back to the blue line. And looked like a blocked shot. Near boards. Sent out by the Canes. Jarvis with the puck. Jarvis gets hit. And Drysdale picks it up for the Flyers. Sends it to the neutral ice. And now the Flyers bring it up towards the net. Outside the crease. Poke checked away and sent out by the Canes. And not far enough for icing. Philly gets there first. Passes to the near side. Shot from the slot that was blocked. Konechny got it back. Sent it to the blue line, and now it's out. And dumped into the near corner. All right. Miller sent it to the far side. They send it to the neutral ice and dumped in by the Flyers. Miller has it again. No score. 3-2 the shots, Philly. Sent down by Carolina. Drysdale there. Sends it to the near corner. York tried to send it around. No. Who's he out there with? Not York. Sanheim. Picked up by the Flyers at the neutral ice. Bump to the far circle. He gets knocked down. Frozen puck by Anderson. 11:31. Some pushing and shoving. It looks like Blake. Who else is in there? Hathaway is the one that got knocked down for the Flyers, I guess, most recently. We hit the under 14 media timeout. No score. 4-2 the shots in favor of the Flyers. Shoot, I'm way behind. So here's the one for tonight. Both the Flyers and the Canes have the respected honor of having at least one goalie to win the Conn Smythe playoff MVP in their rookie season. Who are they? Oof. A goalie. Well, I guess Martin Brodeur for the... No, wait, that's the Devils. Never mind. Wrong team. I'm not sure. The Lakers are playing OKC. Hey, Ricky again. Nice. Oh, nice. But that's... Right. Right. Yeah, could be. I don't know. Excuse me. Too much talent on Carolina, though. This is what should have been the 1-8 matchup. This should have been the first round series if we went back to 1-8 instead of a second round series. You know, in the West, it was a 1-8 or 1 versus 8. It was Avs versus Kings, but instead we get this in the second round. So they got to get back to 1-8. There's no way Pittsburgh should have been playing Philly. That was a 7-8 matchup. Just my opinion. All right. Yeah, that's right. The Canes, their logo is like red and black. There's none of this little white trim, at least on their white jersey. It's so weird looking. I think that was new this year. Yeah, they had that red on black too. It was really weird looking. I don't know what that dog is or whatever on their shoulder too. As we continue to look at Anderson. All right, I think it was 2-0 shots Carolina early, but last 4 shots went to Philly. Still are waiting on this draw. They already kicked somebody out. Couturier stands in. Maybe that's not a dog. I don't know. Maybe it's a pig? I have no idea. Face off won by the Canes. That was Stahl. They send it out, and it's picked up by Ristolainen, sent to the neutral ice, and they dump it in. Anderson plays it to the far boards. And into the far corner. Behind the net. Chatfield couldn't get to it. Flyers, well, now Chatfield sends a saucer pass to neutral ice. Picked up by Stahl towards the far circle. His shot is blocked, though. And it's into the near corner. And Stahl couldn't keep it in. At the neutral ice, he sends it back to the defense. Now Walker brings it up. Leaves it for Robinson towards the net. Right outside the crease. Knocked into the near corner. 10.5 to play first. Cleared down the ice by the Flyers. Miller sent it around. Neutral ice takeaway. Flyers dump it in again. Miller behind the net gets hit. Flyers in the far circle. They can't keep it in. The Canes send it out. Now Aho behind the Carolina net sends it out. We played 10 minutes. No score. Near shot. Nikishin sends it wide. And it's sent back into the near corner. Pass to the far circle. And did he save that or was that blocked? Yeah, they say 5-5 on the shots. Another one wide into the far corner. Thanks for the super chat, Jason. We'll get to it in a second here after a whistle. Shot blocked, sent. Flyers can't. Now they got it. Flyers send it out. Neutral ice. Both teams getting line changes. Carolina with it in their defensive zone. Now pass. Behind, dump in and sent around. Vladar couldn't get it out, though. It's behind the net now for the Canes. Near boards. Somebody shattered a stick on the Flyers. A defenseman. I think it was Drysdale. And sent to the neutral ice. Canes trying to dig it out in the near boards. It's picked up. And now sent out again by the Canes. Neutral ice. Canes have the puck. Shot by Blake was wide, and it's taken at the neutral ice for the Flyers. Sent ahead to Zegras. He skates it in, but it's picked up by Miller in the far corner. They got it back towards the net. A shot, nice save by Anderson, and the Canes send it out. All right, that's got to be shot number 6 for the Flyers, right? 8 minutes to go. First period, it is. Canes the other way. And out. A dump in again by the Canes. 7:45 to play in the first. Picked up by Ristolainen. And he's waiting. Passed ahead. To the far side. Sent towards the net and tipped out by the Canes. Picked up behind the net again. Sent up the far boards, but not out. Now it's dumped in by the Flyers, but do they already wave? Do they wave off icing or do they call it? Nope, they must have called it. 7:11 to go in the first. Come on, Carolina, score early and often. Go Stan Coven. I've hit him to score first 3 times. I like your hockey commentary. Well, thank you. And thanks for the 5. Appreciate you giving it a thumbs up and the heart. Thank you so much. All right. 7:11 to go. First period. 6-6 shots. 0-0 score. Shot from the blue line. I think a Vladar save. Couldn't see who it was. We were on the behind the net cam. Chatfield has it. Passes to the near side. Picked up and sent up the near boards by Svechnikov. Picked up by Drysdale. He passes. Flyers dump it in from the red line. Knocked behind the Canes net. Forrester sends it to the blue line. That shot was blocked out. Neutralized for the Flyers, and they dump it in again. In near corner. All right. Whistle finally at 6:26. Let me stop the clock. And that's going to be the under 10, I think. I'm pretty sure we had the under 14. Brindamar incensed about something too. And thanks again, Jason, for the dono. $5. Thank you so much. And for the kind words. Greenway's scored his first goal in 174 days and snapped a 39 game goalless drought, right? Yeah. I know, and that should have been a save. That hit Dobish in the glove and just kept going. NBA in Detroit. Just out of halftime. Pistons 54, Cavaliers 46, 10-29 in the third. All right, so Anderson in net, backed up by Bussy. Vladar in net, backed up by Urson. Riley, Delorier, Kotkaniemi, Kochetkov, I'm not sure how to say it, are the scratches for Carolina. Let's see. Tons of scratches for the Flyers. The big one, Tippett, though. Everybody else, Juleson. Bonk. Well, no, I'm not. Yeah, but Tippett's the big one. Noah Cates. So. Oh, we had a penalty. TNT made no mention of it. Walker interfering with Konechny. So that will be a Flyer power play. They went to break and never mentioned it. Oh, that's right. He was out a while. That's right. He came back like January. You're right. 7-6 the shots. Oh, with TNT, at least I don't have to worry about the game going backwards because the ESPN app is so bad. All right, cleared down the length of the ice by Carolina. And sent in. All right, Carolina gets it. Pass up ahead. Trying to get it to Martinook, but Flyers have it. All right. Finally going to pick it up, and TNT does not key the guys who have the puck for some reason on the power play like normally you would. Shot was wide behind the net, and it's into the far boards and cleared by Carolina. No, we got a whistle. Where did the puck end up? In the bench? Must have. Oh, they're showing what the interference call was. Okay. Now they're showing it after 45 seconds into the power play. Oh, man. Face off. Blue line. Near side. Sent out. And retrieving it is Ristolainen for the Flyers. Already 1 minute into the power play. And they took a shot away from Carolina, I just realized. Sent out now by the Canes. Not much going on yet for the Flyers. Haven't gotten a shot on goal in the first minute 15 of this power play. Martone, Dvorak, Michkov, Ristolainen, and York, according to TNT. But you can never tell with them. Miller behind the net, and the Flyers get it back, send it to the blue line. Near side, that's York. Down low. Okay, maybe that's not York. No, it is. All right, 15 seconds to go on the power play. Flyers have done absolutely nothing with it. Chatfield has it. He passes to the far side. Carolina sends it. Oh, we got a whistle at 4:30. 4 seconds on the power play. Some discussion of where this draw will be. I don't know. What's up, Kieran? I hope you're doing well. Like and subscribe. Yes, please. All right. Center ice draw. 4 seconds to go on the Flyer power play. All right, back to 5-on-5. They got 0 shots on that power play. Sent to the near boards, and Zegras tips it. It goes back to the blue line, kept in by Sanheim, and now it's out of the zone. Pass from Drysdale. They're getting a line change. And dumped in, and icing called on the Flyers there at 4:02. Yeah, we're due the under 6 media timeout. Canes D shows up again. Hello, Brian Thomas. Oh, no worries. Welcome, Kieran. Welcome all. Everybody watching, listening, especially welcome and thank you, especially to everybody, but especially the people participating in the chat. All right, Blake kept it in. Far circle shot for the Canes. Rebound frozen by Vladar at 3:55. And some pushing and shoving, but they've already broken it up. All right, that'll be the... Oh, Konechny had pushed Chatfield, and they're showing Jarvis getting knocked over. Flyers, I think, hit the post again. Bump had a good shot, but a good save by Anderson. We've hit the under 6 media timeout. Don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. We have 12 votes. 58% for the Hurricanes. 42% for the Flyers. Or let me know in the chat who you're rooting for or who you think will win. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same team. In Detroit, Pistons 62, Cavaliers 54, 7:10 to go in the third. Up 8. Game 2. The Pistons already lead the series 1-0. Lakers, Thunder. After that one, games are on Prime Video tonight. Eastern semifinals and West semifinals. Yep, still waiting because on Monday's start times, we don't know. Yeah, because Carolina could sweep Philly on Saturday, so we don't know if that game's going to happen. WNBA is off that night, so if the sweep does happen, then we'll just have Colorado, Minnesota that night. I don't think I'll have anything else. Splitting between hockey and basketball coming up, though. Philly will take this one. It says take harder. Hello. 8:30. Yep, my time. Probably 8:40. All right, back. Nope, false start. Stan Coven kicked out of the draw. Hall will step in to face off against Glendenning. And apparently Glendenning won it, and Ristolainen, they took that shot away again. Sent around to the near boards. Carolina does keep it in, though. Blake to Stankoven. Puck knocked away. Back to the blue line at the point. Nikishin to the far circle. Blake fell down in the slot. Knocked into the near boards. Ooh, there's a hit. Didn't see who got knocked down. The hit was by Couturier, and he's been whistled for a penalty at 3:25. He tripped Gostisbehere. And Carolina heads to the power play. I mean, it looked like he got his skate or his leg. I don't know. I guess maybe Philly thinks that he just was going down on his own. I'm not sure. He may have run in skate to skate or something too, but doesn't matter. The refs called a trip, so that's the call. Carolina, the power play. Immediate shot off the draw was wide. That was by Svechnikov. Who's got the point? Oh, Gostisbehere. Far circle. Back to Gostisbehere. And taken to the far circle. Now down low. Now still in the far circle. Now to Gostisbehere. Back. Can't see who that is. Towards the net. Knocked away from Jarvis. Sent to the near side. Kept in by Svechnikov. Gostisbehere with a long shot. Big rebound. Svechnikov either saved or blocked into the near boards. None of these are on target. It still says 6-6 the shots. And there's a tip-in goal, and the Canes lead 1-0 at 2:33. Jordan Staal's first of the playoffs from Svechnikov. And Gostisbehere, a backhander at 17:27. Ooh, somebody got knocked down for the Flyers behind the net. Staal, what are we replaying? I mean, gosh darn it, TNT. Get to the point. Off the boards, and then he tipped it in, I think, 5-hole. Took a perfect bounce off the boards. He flipped it. It went above the left pad and under the gloves and into the net. So 1-0, and that'll do it for the power play. Power play goal for the Canes. They win the draw and dump it in from the red line into the near circle, or near corner. Martinuk, and who else is there? Andre for the Flyers. Who was that again? Sent into the far corner. Flyers having trouble getting it out of the zone. Back to the blue line. Dump in behind the net. To the near side. Flyers behind their own net. Under 2 to play. Not a lot of shots on goal here. Excuse me. All right, Flyers far circle finally. That shot was too high. Into the near boards. Centering pass. That shot. Rebounds. Oh! Off the post. Flyers fans thought they scored, but it hit the post. And it was swept out of the crease by Carolina. Or out of the, the crease. All right. sent out again by the Flyers to the neutral ice. 1:11 to go, first period. Near circle. I think that's the third time the Flyers have hit the post. I mean, two of them were the outside of the post, though. This one, it looks like it hit the crossbar and went straight down. And then was cleared out. Blake to the near circle. We're under a minute to go. He centered it. Shot. Vladar, I think, made the save. It's taken by the Flyers. And they finally get it to neutralize. Under 40 to play in the first, and an offside call at 35.7. 7 degrees and at 540. Nice. Score, Canes. It's about time. Yeah. Yep. For sure. They didn't get Flyers didn't get any shots on goal. Oh, it was not off the post. It hit Anderson in the jersey, like right above the waist, and started floating toward, it just took one bounce toward the goal line, and Slavin made a goal line clear, and they just missed a slash. No, they did call it. Blake got called for slashing. I was going to say that should be a slash, and they did call it. So we got another Flyer power play. Cleared down the length of the ice by the Canes. They took a shot away from the Flyers. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's 4-on-4. What? Blake. Oh, no, not yet. Now it's 4-on-4. 17.9, and now Drysdale heads to the box. Interference on Drysdale. Is he 8 or 9? He's 8. Or 9, I mean. All right, now it's 4-on-4. Yeah, he wouldn't let Stahl skate into the zone. Got in his way. That's interference. Alrighty. 9-7 the shots, Carolina. 1-0 the score. Carolina will get a brief power play after the 4-on-4, all of 18 seconds. But that won't be till the second period. Face off in the. What's with this ice level cam? Centering pass to Walker. Now to Jarvis. Now they send it across to the far boards. Behind the net, but that's going to do it. That is the end of the first period. 1-0 in favor of the Hurricanes. Thanks to Stahl on the power play from Svechnikov and Gostisbehere. So we'll continue with 4-on-4 once we start the second period. Shots are 9-7 Hurricanes. Face-offs are 8-7 Hurricanes. Carolina is 1 for 2 on the power play. Philadelphia 0 for 2. Hits are 17-16 Flyers. Block shots 8-3 Flyers. And giveaways 5-4 Flyers. Takeaways 2-0 Flyers. All right. So, all right. Yep, Stahl from Svechnikov and Gostisbehere. All right, in the NBA, Pistons 72, Cavaliers 68. So it's gotten a little closer. 2:53 to go in the third. Again, Detroit up 1-0 in the series. That's game 2. Does Philly have a chance tonight? That's a good question. Doesn't seem like it, but, I mean, it's early. They need to score on the power play. I mean, they're going to get their chances. They need to cash in. But how you doing, Dan? Yeah, well, Flyers had the power play, but then they got a penalty, and now we're at 4-on-4. Carolina will get an 18-second power play once the 4-on-4 is over. 1-0 Canes at the end of 1, though. All right, so tomorrow, again, we'll be back with Canadian Sabres, Game 2. Buffalo up 1-0. We're going to skip Golden Knights Ducks, and we will do opening night of WNBA as a second game, Valkyrie Storm. Valkyrie's last year's expansion team made the playoffs, first time in WNBA history. Lots of players changing, teams in the off season. Finally got here after that long CBA dispute. Saturday we'll be back. We'll also have WNBA to start that day. Mercury Aces defending champs. That's actually the finals matchup from last year. And excuse me, we'll also have game 4 of this series, Carolina at Philadelphia, and we'll have game 3, Avs at Wild. Sunday, okay, that's game 3. Sunday, we'll start out with WNBA again. New York Liberty, Washington Mystics, 2 o'clock, and Sabres at Canadians, game 3 of that series, and then we will get back to the Knights Ducks for game 4. And Monday, no times yet because if the Canes sweep the Flyers and there's no game 5, they can probably put the Avs Wild earlier. Otherwise, I'm sure it'll be 6 and 8:30 or more like 6 and 8:45. But definitely we will have game 4 for Colorado and Minnesota that night. WNBA is off that day. Tuesday, we'll have Sabres Canadians, 6 o'clock. Game 4. And again, we will skip Ducks Knights 5, game 5. And we will bring you Minnesota Lynx and Phoenix Mercury. I think that was the conference final last year, the matchup. I think, if I remember right. That game at 9. All right, so plenty of NHL postseason games and start of the WNBA season. We'll see if there's any baseball to be done. I don't know. Maybe I'll just rest my voice. Those Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon games aren't doing much. Of course, Meathead doesn't think that should have been a penalty. All right, whatever. Guy's a Bissonnette, whatever. That guy's a moron. All right. Don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. We have 19 votes, 58% for Carolina, 42% Philadelphia. Yeah, if on the power plays. Oh, for sure. Yep. Yeah. Hope you get some rest, Dan. Thanks for being here. Trying to. What the heck? How's that? Good enough. All right. What random Aussie? It's Friday morning. Penalty. Yeah. I mean, we've already had. They both have had 2 power plays, but the Flyers ended early though because their second one ended early because they got to a 4-on-4. They're still talking about this trip. Oh my gosh. Carolina defense smothering all the time makes it tough, but still, yeah, I know they got no shots. Can't score if you don't shoot. Oh, thanks, Ricky. Yeah, we're at 12 likes. Thank you. Please, if you haven't already, hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor. Hit the like button on the video or the thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button to the channel as well, because doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel, and I thank you for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same stream, but it is faster and commercial free. But it may take up more data, though, on your phone, so be aware. I've heard it might lag for some people. Flyers power play blows so bad, so horrible. Yeah, well, they were the worst team in the East to make the playoffs. Flyers have hit the post, like, literally 3 times today, too. And they did, and Carolina got a goal mouth clear, or goal line clear. Forgot who did it. Internetflix 2, go Canes, go Triple OT. Well, there's no game after this tonight, but hope it's not that long. Yeah, that's why I don't listen, but it's annoying just to see them show the same replay over and over and over again. I've never even listened to Paul Bissonnette before, but I heard something about that stupid comment last year about Connor Bedard, something about pond hockey, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to listen to this clown. I mean, he wasn't much of a player in his career. He's just a talking head. He's just a personality. Neither coach is happy with the refs right now. It's not just because the Flyers got a penalty and gave up a power play. Oh, thanks, Mr. SWJ 2009. Thanks, Kieran, as well. All right. We did queue up some new music, so I can play something different for you. It's one of the same artists, though. And I found Take Me Out to the Ball Game for when I do, if I do more baseball. That's a good point. All right, we'll leave up this Pistons-Cavs game nearing the end of the third. All right, let's see. Well, there we go. Yeah, I've got a bunch from the same artist. Maybe I'll start at the end. Get to the other artists, too. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we are back. Let me lose the music here. '90 or 81-79 Cavaliers, 10:19 to go in the fourth in that one. All right, and then remember we're starting with a 4-on-4, and then 18 seconds of a power play. After that for Carolina. Oh, all right. Carolina up 1-0 after 1. We played 20 or about set for the second here. Face off. Flyers have it. They're in orange and black, a little bit of white. Going left to right. Carolina in white and mostly red. Going right to left. A little bit of black. All right. Flyers skated in. Far circle sent wide into the near boards. And Canes get it out. 1 minute to go in the 4-on-4. Excuse me. Into the O-zone again for the Flyers. That shot again blocked in the far circle. Svechnikov circling around with it in his own zone. He falls down in the near boards, but passed it to Ehlers. Now back again. I think Miller just sent it back to Svechnikov. Miller heads off for a line change. Svechnikov carries it towards the net, tried to center it in the slot. Pass got away. Flyers going the other way. Far circle again. Far corner. Sent to the near boards. And out. No. Yeah, that is Ehlers. Near circle towards the net. Shot too high. And I guess it got tipped into the netting above the glass. 18:42 to go. Still 7 seconds to go. No, I'll make that 6 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. No shots on goal yet in the second period. What are we showing a replay of TNT? This is just too much. This is going to take way too long. Yep. Didn't even show it. The face-offs already happened. They were going to show this long, drawn-out play to, shot at each end. They didn't even finish showing it, and they completely missed the draw. Why frickin' bother? Whistle at 18:26. And Carolina has 8 seconds to go on a power play. Konechny, first 5 games, I guess, of the playoffs, 4 points, including a goal. No points since. Center ice face-off. Carolina's 1 for 1 with 1 shot on the power play, and obviously the only goal of the game. Cleared down the length of the ice by the Flyers by Sanheim. We're back to 5-on-5, and the Canes dump it in. Vladar tapped it into the near corner. Flyers get it out. And it's taken away by the Canes in their own zone. Slavin sent it ahead. It's sent to the neutral ice. Slavin taps it ahead. Shot or pass to the near boards. And taken away by Hall, but taken right back by the Flyers. By Martone. At the blue line, Martone got it back. Pass to the far circle. Back to Martone. Long shot. Big rebound. And a goal. Flyers tie it up. I believe that is Zegras on the rebound. And we are all square at one. Zegras should be from Martone. Oh, they say Andre, then Martone. Did I do the stall visualizer? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Huge rebound, and Anderson just couldn't recover in time to get to the glove side. Oh, it just tipped off his glove and went in under the bar, I think. Nice tough angle shot by Zegras. Andre and Martone, and it's on the assist. Second career postseason goal for Zegras. Center ice draw. They didn't even show it. Miller passes, and the Canes dump it in. 17:20 to go in the second period. Flyers get it to neutral ice and dump it in, and now Miller has it. Passes to Ehlers. Red line dump in by the Canes. Stahl in the near corner. Battling for the puck. Sanheim. No, that was Drysdale. Now it's sent to neutral ice and dumped in by the Flyers. Miller sends it around. Took a hit. Vladar stops it. And now the Flyers work it up the near side. Forrester in the near corner. Around to the far corner, and the Canes couldn't get it out. It's kept in at the blue line by Konechny. He passes, and it's to the blue line and out. They couldn't keep it in at the blue line. That was Andre. Near side, Forrester. They took that shot away from Carolina. It's 9-8 shots. Neutral zone. And now dumped in on net by Carolina. Vladar played it to the far side. They send it to the neutral zone, dump it into the near corner. Chatfield gets hit in the far corner, but he got the puck away. Taken out by the Canes. And we got a whistle at 15:42. And because of that dump in on net, now the shots are 10-8 Carolina. Hurricanes come out strong in the second, shut Flyers down, and more scoring. Yep. Thanks, Ricky. Cavs have the lead. Up to this point, Canes D has controlled things. They need to convert back to the attack as soon as the offsets end. Philly, says Dave. Go Carolina. Ricky, yes. Zegras, Philly. Ouch. Wide open pass. Well, it was off a rebound, I think. No? Or was that a pass? Maybe I misread it. That could have been a pass. Yeah, nobody was near Zegras on the weak side. Near side. Up the middle towards the net. Knocked down. That was Martone, who went right up the middle, had a decent shot. And now, I guess offsides in Carolina, 15-19. Yep, for sure. Boy, that looked like a hook or on Gostish Bear. A little surprised. He got him on the knee. I'm a little surprised that wasn't called like a slash. Definitely like assisted in knocking Martone down, I would say. A little shocked at what they've called, and then to see that one not called. That could have been a breakaway. Penalty shot. Puck is up against the far boards. It's Jarvis. Finally taken free. They pass to Miller. Miller sends one behind the net, though. Jarvis kept it alive, but knocked down by the Flyers and sent to neutral ice. We played 5 minutes of the second. Into the ozone. but the Flyers get to it first. Ristolainen up the far boards and to the neutral ice. Pass to Svechnikov. He sends it across. Flyers took it away. And they send a pass around behind the net. Sent to the near boards, and Carolina picks it up to the neutral ice. Jarvis gets hit as he dumps it in. Aho tried to deliver a hit. I don't know if he got all of it. Pass tipped away, but the Flyers skated out. Near circle towards the net. Poke check. And Blake has it for the Canes. Up to Chatfield. Over to Hall. Up the middle. Hall leaves it for the right wing. Oh, they tried to pass to the near circle for Blake. Blake takes it to the far boards. Sends it around again. And the Flyers send it to neutral ice. Canes, well, no, Flyers get it to neutral ice and dump it in. Anderson plays it to Chatfield, now to the near side. Long pass, tipped ahead. Far circle shot was too wide and got tipped into the netting above the glass. Ooh, a late hit, I think, in the corner of Stan Coven. Yeah, that was definitely off the rebound, I think. 13:30, we got the under 14 media timeout. 1-all. 11-8 are the shots. All right, I can't remember if we did the stall goal, honestly. Back to the blue line, Gostisbehere takes it to the point. Svechnikov off the boards, and then Stahl tapped it in. Yeah, I may have forgotten to do that. One more time. They send it back to Gostisbehere. Svechnikov here, off the boards. Nice bounce, and Slavin taps it in. Now for Zegras' goal. To the far side. Now to Martone. Shot must have been tipped by Andre, and then Zegras buried it in the open net. Just tipped off of Anderson's glove and under the bar. Just wide open on the weak side. Puck was back to Martone. So Andre, I guess Andre then did get a pass. It wasn't just a rebound. I just didn't see it. So it was a good pass then by Andre. And just nobody was near Zegras. All right, so the Pistons are up 89-85 on the Cavs. 6:15 to go, fourth. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate it. All right, back from break. 1-1 the score. We're still not even halfway through the game. All right, far circle face-off in the Flyers' defensive zone. They take it behind the net and send it to neutral ice. Off the stick of Andre. In front of their own bench. They're trying to knock it away. The Canes, well, nope, Flyers skated in. Right up the middle, shot, blocked, near boards. Shot from a tough angle, went wide. And out to neutral ice. Canes are 11-2 all time when leading a series 2-0. They just put up. That was a long shot from the blue line by Ristolainen, but that was not on target. They did pick up a shot at some point. Flyers are 3-15 all time when trailing a series 0-2. But the past doesn't matter. It's this season, you know. Well, I think Zegras slipped and the Flyers sent it ahead. They dumped it in. It's in the near boards. Far side shot into the slot, a rebound, and Zegras got it ahead to the red line on a pass towards the far circle. Oh, somebody cleaned out Anderson for the Flyers. No call, apparently pushed. And then, I thought they scored, but it was too high. Above the, wow, what the heck happened there? Hopefully Anderson's all right. That was a hard hit. Sent down the length of the ice by the Flyers. They beat out the icing. It's into the near corner. Blue line keeper Drysdale. That backhander didn't get through, though. He was trying to get the puck to Couturier. Svechnikov's shot was wide into the near corner. Rebound into the slot, but Couturier has it. And we got a whistle penalty called on Drysdale at 11:20. Slashing on Drysdale. Oh, man. Bump is the one that crashed into Anderson. Anderson didn't even have the goal stick held correctly when he got up and had to make a save. He had the blade pointing down, and Bump hit the side of the net, maybe the side of the post. Wow, point blank range too. And then Vladar, let's see. So I guess Drysdale slashed Aho. Yeah, he tapped him on the shoulder, knocked the puck loose. Shots are 13-9. Carolina score is 1-1. Carolina on the power play is shot wide into the far boards. Flyers finally clear it. They have Couturier, Glendening. Oh, right in front of the crease, a knockdown into the near corner. Kane send it around. Can't get it out yet, though. They are 1 for 2 with 2 shots. Flyers have the puck back in their own zone. They have Ehlers, Aho, Jarvis, Svechnikov, and Gostisbehere on the power play unit 1. All right. Gostisbehere keeps it in. They finally no, it's already out of the zone. As soon as they said they've settled it down, they cleared the zone again. All right. Drops pass back. Skated up near side. Back to the blue line. To the far side. Far circle. Back to the blue line for the Canes. Near circle. Ehlers shot. Blocked. Rebound. Sent wide into the near corner. We have played half of regulation. 10 minutes gone here in the second. Far circle. Back to the point for Gostisbehere and out of the zone. Couldn't keep it in. Under 30 on the power play for the Canes. And offside called on Carolina at 9:41. 21 seconds to go on the power play. Oof, that was a hard hit. Slavin fell and then crashed into the boards. I'm not a real Canes. When I started the year, the Canes were my second favorite team, but I quickly, and that's just because the Chicago Wolves are their AHL affiliate, which is the nearest AHL team to me. But I'm just cheering for them. But they're fourth on my list for teams that are left in the playoffs. I want Buffalo or Montreal to win it first, then Minnesota, then the Canes. If somehow it happens, the Flyers. I don't want Colorado. I don't want Anaheim. I don't want Vegas. I'm a Kings fan first, but they obviously got swept. Power play over, so not many opportunities there for the Canes. All right, near boards, 9 minutes to go in the second. And to the neutral ice. Ooh, nice hit there by Walker for the Canes along the boards. All right, behind their own net, that looks like Miller. Pass to the near side. Stahl brings it up. Near circle. Towards the crease. Vladar sends it to the far corner. Blue line keeper sent behind the net. And sent to the neutral ice. Canes trying to get a line change. They dump it in. And turned over. Follow the puck camera. And now, finally, the Flyers get it to neutral ice. And dump it in. All right, Slavin. Pass. And taken up by Aho. Oh, sent around. Far circle. Shot blocked. And Vladar will just dive and freeze it at 7:50. So it should be the under 10 media timeout. Yeah, Bump is the one got lit up by Walker. Shoulder to shoulder. I think it was clean. We've hit the under 10 media timeout. Oh, we need an update from, 98, 91 now, Pistons. 3:13 to go. All right, we got to 20 likes. We need 10 more. Yeah, so when the year started, I was planning to cheer Kings first, Hurricanes second, but, nobody was watching the Hurricane games. I don't know if there must just be a lot of competition. So I enjoyed watching Buffalo and Montreal. So I was cheering them on, but they're fourth on my list of the teams left in the playoffs. So definitely want them ahead of the Flyers, the Avs, the Ducks, and the Knights. I would prefer Buffalo or Montreal to go all the way, and then the Wild. But I just like good hockey games above anything else. I'm a diehard Green Bay Packer fan. That's my main team. I don't think I'm that big of a NFL fan anymore, though. I'd much rather watch hockey or WNBA, but those seasons don't overlap too much, especially hockey. But we'll see. I probably will do as many Packer games as I can because I'm going to be watching anyways. But beyond that, other than maybe the 8:30 international games, I don't know how many football games I'm going to end up doing. Unless there's games that are on Netflix, which I'm hearing, because then I would do those off of NFL Plus, since I bet you not a lot of people are going to pay just to watch Netflix if they don't already have it, because it's one of the more expensive ones. All right, back from commercial. Face off in the far circle. Flyers behind their own net. And they don't get it out. Kept in by the Canes. Robinson tried to center it. It's sent behind the net by Jankowski. And still Robinson trying to dig it out of the far corner. Finally, Flyers didn't get it out yet. Now it's sent up the far side. Into the O-zone. Far circle shot. Blocked into the far corner. And somebody went down for the Canes. Picked up by Jankowski. We got a delayed penalty coming up on the Flyers. There's the whistle at 7:05. Another penalty. This one's on Zegras.
Zegras looking confused on this one. Philadelphia Flyers number 46 is a 2-inch minor high stick
Oh, yeah. He got Miller right in the face. I mean, that was a no-doubter. That was a pretty easy call. I don't know what Zegras is so confused about. He got him in the face and knocked the helmet off. That was not a dive, Zegras. Your stick was in his face. I don't know. You're lucky you didn't get a double minor. You're lucky Miller didn't bleed. Your stick went up, popped the guy in the Miller in the face. That's a penalty, dude. Just sit down and shut up. Oh, wonderful. Behind the net cam. Hall behind the net. And sent out by Sanheim down the length of the ice. I mean, that was like no doubt. I mean, that was not him embellishing it. He got hit in the face with the stick. You're going to flinch. And you knocked his helmet up a little bit. 1 for 3 with 3 shots, the Carolina power play. And cleared down the length of the ice. Anderson sends it behind the net to Miller for the Canes. 6:22 to go in the second period. Hall has it near boards. Passed to Blake, back to the blue line. Miller near side Ehlers. Ehlers near circle. Back to the blue line for Miller. Miller to the far side. Miller at the point to Ehlers. It's tipped away by the Flyers. Either Miller or Ehlers will get it. Anderson gives it to Miller. All right, neutral zone. Still only 38 seconds to go on this power play for Carolina. Haven't gotten a shot yet. Not even on goal. I mean, like, not even a shot, I think, either. That one may have been on net. Pass off the rebound to the far side. And blue line keeper. I think Gostisbehere is out there. There's a shot. Rebound. Ehlers in the near side. 10 seconds on the power play. Far circle shot. Somebody's down for Philly. And we get a whistle and a bunch of pushing and shoving. And it's already broken up. Sealer was down. And Vladar checks on him. 7 seconds to go on the... Whoops, sorry. I gave the penalty to Carolina instead of... Sorry about that. Meant to give it to Philly. I don't know why. I guess I thought Philly was on the road. My bad. All right. Power play almost over. 7 seconds to go for Carolina. Gosh darn it. Near circle shot. Wide by Chatfield. Now we're back to 5-on-5. 5 minutes to go. Second period. Near boards dump in. Shots this period. 7-3 Carolina. And back to the new... Well, finally, the Flyers have it in their own zone. Taken away by Martinook. Centers it. It's tipped away from Stahl. Stahl looked like he just got away with a trip. No call. That one I understand if the Flyer fans are beefing. That looked like a clear trip on Jordan Stahl. And no call. Ruff was in the near corner, too. Should have seen it. All right, Flyers just get it out to the neutral ice. It's already, well, now we get a whistle. Now, and now it's Sanheim who's down without his helmet. Things are getting chippy. Sanheim is up now. Then we got, I think, Taylor Hall, the penalty. Oof. Looks like, I'm assuming this is a boarding call. All right, so apologies. Now Philly heads to the power play. It was Carolina last time. I just put the penalty on the wrong side. Just says 2-minute minor, but I assume it's going to be boarding. That was a dangerous hit. Pistons up 6, 50.8 seconds to go. Let's go, Kane, says Easy CNZ. Cash in. Yep, they did not, unfortunately. And now they just took a penalty. Hall on an unnecessary boarding. At least I believe it's a boarding. They still... All right, let me check the game summary. Maybe they've got it. I mean, if it's not boarding, I don't really know. Yeah, it still just says minor. It's got to be boarding. Come on, Hurricanes. Well, now they're down. Yeah, sorry, I goofed up last power play. It was a Konechny penalty. Now it is Philly with the 5 and Carolina with the 4 because it's Taylor Hall in the box for 2 for what I assume is going to be called boarding. Dangerous. I'll agree with you there. Dangerous. And I felt like Carolina got away with a tripping before that, too, that didn't get called. They still haven't said. I'm wondering if they're going to review this maybe for a major. But you would think it would be called a major and then reviewed for a minor. But yeah, that was very dangerous by Hall. I'm not going to argue that. All right. Well, not sure what's going on. They still haven't said, but it's got to be boarding.
So here's Hall coming in, and whether it's the distance traveled or the head contact that he makes on Sanheim, and Colby, there's no question he's in a vulnerable position when Hall makes the contact, and he goes down hard.
Oh yeah, no question, he's going down. Sanheim wants it. Zegras is signaling for the 5-minute major as well, and I think with players...
Oh, they are reviewing. I think they are reviewing for 5 minutes. So it's got to be boarding.
To tell him to back off a little bit. You see the scuff on his nose now. Right here, here's another look. See, Blake was there on him, and then Taylor Hall comes almost out of nowhere. And Sanheim's trying to make a hard play, get the puck out of his end. Here's Kyle Raymond.
After the review, 71 Carolina, 2-minute minor boarding.
All right. Well, the Philly crowd didn't like it, but they kept it at a 2-minute boarding. Yeah, they called 2.
Just trying to see if he finished him hard enough. I know he went over him. Taylor...
Yeah, he's got a gash right like at the corner of his eye too. I don't know. I wouldn't have had any problem with them calling that a major. I'm not sure why they didn't, honestly. They finally put boarding on. Yeah, I knew it had to be. But that was a dangerous hit. I'm a little surprised, honestly, that it wasn't 5. That's a bad play by Hall. All right, but it is a power play for the Flyers, but a breakaway for the Canes. 2-on-1 towards the net. Chatfield tipped in and a goal. Shorty at 4:01. Philly let the puck go at the blue line, and they gave up a shorthanded goal. Chatfield got a pass from the far side and buried it. That was Stahl who made the play. Somebody whiffed for the Flyers, and that's what led to it. And they didn't get back. Both players tried to play the puck. Nobody picked up. Zegras should have kept an eye on Chatfield. He was wide open in the near side and sent it in under the bar and hard off the back of the net. Yep, it hit that bar at the top that holds the top of the net. And the Canes take the 2-1 lead, 3:52 to go. Still a 0 for 2, no shots for the Flyers on the power play, and they just gave up a shorty. All right, near corner. And taken by Jarvis towards the net, and he drew a penalty from Drysdale on the breakaway. What a disastrous power play. And now Konechny got hit in the face. Not sure what happened there, but let's hear the call.
Philadelphia may get away with this, still with a power play in hand.
What? Did Jarvis pay him back?
And here's Jarvis with a hard drive wide against Drysdale.
That's holding.
And there's the holding call that Drysdale gets because of the speed of Jarvis.
Jarvis got hit after the whistle. Konechny cross-checked him. And then Jarvis popped him in the face with the stick, but Konechny cross-checked him. Well, they're discussing. That's BS. That shouldn't. They're going to put Jarvis in the box. That's total crap. Konechny cross-checked him twice.
Penalties on the play. Philadelphia number 9 is a 2-minute minor for holding. Carolina number 24, 2-minute minor high sticking. We will continue to play 5-on-4. 2-minute power play remains for Philadelphia.
What a bunch of crap. And then it's just coincidental, and they're still on the power play. I don't know why the Flyers are booing. That was clearly holding. Could have maybe called a penalty shot. Konechny gets away with 2 cross checks, and then they call Jarvis for high sticking when he had enough. What a bunch of garbage. I mean, if I'm Brindamore, I don't understand this one at all. Then if you want to send Jarvis, you got to send Konechny too for the cross check. That's freaking crap. Or was it Couturier? I was pretty sure it was Konechny. Oh, what a joke. These refs are so blind. Yeah, it ended up being 2. Yeah, shorty. And in women's hockey, that would be called a jailbreak goal. Then the power play would be over. I kind of like that rule. Yeah, Brindamore can't believe it that they're still shorthanded. I don't blame him. Why is Blake what is this Blake penalty?
Carolina end. That's good for the Flyers. I'd like to see them just control the emotions here a little bit. You know, as a player.
Why does NHL.com have Blake in the box? What is taking so long, too? Blake is being sent for an extra penalty. Maybe abuse of officials. Yeah, that's what it was.
And now, a 2-man advantage for Philadelphia.
I think Blake is serving it because it was probably called on the bench.
Huge moment of the game and of this series.
Well, I don't get it. It is a 5-on-3. Okay, jeez Louise. So I'll just put Jarvis in. Blake, I think, is serving it, though. So it is a 5-on-3. Yeah, because Brindamore couldn't believe that they only sent Jarvis. That should have been a cross-check on Konechny. He got away with 2. But it is 5-on-3 for Philly. But only for 37 more seconds. They get it to Zegras at the point, to the near circle. Shot by Couturier. He's knocked down, and it's sent out because Martone couldn't get to it. Centering pass. They get it to Konechny in the far side. That was a pass from, Zegras. Shot by Martone, too high and wide. Back to the blue line. All right. The 5-on-3 is over. Now they have a 5-on-4 left. left into the far boards, and 2 minutes remaining in the second. Shot, and Anderson hangs on, and we got pushing and shoving at 1:55. I don't get it. Konechny gets away with 2 cross checks, and then Jarvis paid him back, and he gets the call. That's absolutely ridiculous. And then Brindamore must have gotten an abuse of officials. Yeah, 2 minutes, unsportsmanlike conduct, bench. So I think that's what Blake might have been serving. All right, back underway. Power play continues. Okay, 1:45 to go. Sent to the far boards. Jankowski has to use his glove to send it behind the net. Centering pass for the Flyers, and it's what was that? Sent it around. Ristolainen keeps it in. Into the far corner. We're back to 5-on-5. Shots are 18-12 now, or about to be. Sent towards the net and wide. Well, now it's 18-13. Make up your mind, NHL.com. Jeez. All right, skated out by Taylor Hall to the near circle towards the net. That shot, I think, was blocked. Under a minute to play in the second. Blue line pass to Miller. Up the middle shot. Tipped into the netting above the glass at 50.9 seconds to go. Hall and then somebody tackled Hall. Oh, thanks a lot, TNT. Do a side-by-side ad while this is going on. Hall was getting into it with Sanheim, and then somebody tackled him. And of course, oh wait, we got a Flyer penalty.
He took the hit from Hall and still not pressed.
22, 2 minutes, roughly.
Yeah, 22 tackled Hall by the neck. Dvorak gets the penalty. It's about freaking time. Philly's been getting away with a lot of crap. That shot may have hit Vladar in the mask or really high in the shoulder. Carolina gets a power play now with 50.9 seconds to go. That's about time. You can't just grab a guy around the neck and tackle him. Because, yeah, keep shaking your head, moron. You shouldn't tackle Hall when your teammate bumped into him. Sanheim shoved him. And then, yeah, Dvorak just grabbed him around the neck and tackled him. I guess he's trying to say Hall, you still can't wrap a guy around the head, even if you think you're being the peacemaker. Just stay away. It's not like Sanheim needed your help anyways. They've let this game get out of hand, so they're going to start calling everything now, I guess. But they've missed some stuff. That's the problem. The refs. All right, far circle, 1 for 4, 5 shots for Carolina. They've had a power play and a shorthanded goal tonight. It's in the far corner. Back to the blue line for Gostisbehere. Shot was too wide and into the near boards. Under 10 seconds to go. And sent down the length of the ice by the Flyers. That should do it. That is your end of the second period. 2-1 in favor of the visiting Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina will have 1:09 remaining on their power play, thanks to the roughing call on Dvorak for getting into it with Hall on the after Sanheim had bumped into him twice. Yeah, I mean, some of it's getting yeah. Well, you're down 2-0 in the series. I get it. They're getting frustrated, you know. No, Canada, are you kidding me? I doubt it. There's no way. I don't think you would need like what is that? It would probably have to be illegal, or I'd have to use a VPN. I don't want to stream off the computer and try to operate my computer. I think it would use up too much bandwidth. I honestly don't think Canada's any better as far as like camera work, though. Their announcers might be better, but they struggle with the same things that the U.S. brought. It's the national broadcast. They do so much worse than the regional, at least in the U.S. But yeah, I don't think there's any way. Yeah, the refs have been terrible. Noticeably worse since the Olympic break would be my point. And the playoffs haven't gotten any better. All right. I think we need to do the Chatfield goal. His first to the playoffs, shorthanded from Stahl and Martinook. Somebody blew it at the blue line for the Flyers. It's Drysdale. Maybe Martinook is the one that caused it. And yeah, Zegras and Drysdale tried to get to Stahl, and they left Chatfield wide open. And he put it in just under the bar. It hit the bar in the back holding the net and ricocheted out of there. That's why it comes out of there so fast. All right, shots are okay. Score is 2-1 Carolina. Shots are 18-13 Carolina. Face-offs 18-14 Flyers. Canes 1 for 4 on the power play. Flyers 0 for 4. Hits are 31-24 Flyers. Block shots 14-7 Flyers. Giveaways 10-6 Flyers. Takeaways 4-1 Flyers. Yeah, 1 for 4 on the power play and 0 for 4. And not only are the Flyers 0 for 4, but they gave up a shorthanded goal as well. So their power play has been a mess, to say the least. It was 1-0 Carolina after 1, and now it's 2-1. I can't type on a phone keypad. All right, game 3 here. It's 40 minutes in the books, 20 to go. Again, Carolina will still have 1:09 on a power play to start when we resume in the third. Yeah, nice shot by Chatfield from the near circle. Yeah, it would be great if I could. Again, not like I don't think I can do it on my TV. Like I would need another monitor if I was going to do something like that. Plus, I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with a VPN. So all right, sorry. Yeah, well, no, I get to hear or watch the Canadian teams if they have the feed. Boy, how many times have the Flyers hit the post tonight, too? That's been a problem. But yeah, I get to hear the Canadian broadcast in the regular season, just not in the postseason. Oh, thanks, Ricky. Yeah, we got 25 likes. Yes, please, if you haven't already, well, number one, I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor. Do hit the like button on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel, because doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, if you could give Sinbin Stream a follow there as well. It's the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free, but it may use up more bandwidth on if you're on your phone. So I do understand that dilemma. Feel like Miller and Hall fell into those power plays, and how heck Flyers can't score on a 5-on-3. Yeah. Yes, that was huge. They didn't capitalize on that 5-on-3. That's a good point. Not only that, they had a power play and gave up an odd man rush and resulted in a shorthanded goal, and that's the difference in the game. Flipping commercials. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if you're talking on YouTube, I try to do it when the game's not going on. I don't know what that symbol is. I can't see what that is. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I got to make money somehow. That's the only way. I try to do it at intermissions and media timeouts only. I have a delay button for while the game is going on. That's the only way I can really make money on YouTube, though. So, yes, Pistons, thank you. Won 107-97 over the Cavs. They have a 2-0 series lead in Oklahoma City. Thunder 14, Lakers 9, 5:28 in the first. Let's get the finals in baseball. As heard on, well, yeah, we did have one game for you today. We'll start at the bottom. In Miami, Marlins 4, Orioles 3. These are all finals. In Philadelphia, also that might have been earlier today. A's 12, Phillies 1. In Arizona, Pirates 4, Diamondbacks 2. And Pirates 4 games over 500. In Denver, Colorado, Rockies 6, Mets 2. Mets continue to struggle. In Chicago, Cubs 8, Reds 3. Cubs on fire, Reds struggling a bit. They're still 2 over 500. In Kansas City, Guardians 8, Royals 5. In Washington, D.C., Nationals 7, Twins 5. And as heard on Sinbin Stream in New York, Yankees 9, Rangers 2. Okay, no, they weren't. Still one more game about to start soon here. Cardinals, Padres. And it looks like in Boston, the Rays just finished beating the Red Sox 8-4. 3 posts. Gotcha. Yeah. I agree. I think it was at least 3. I was beginning to wonder if it was more. Gotcha. All right. Reminder, we'll be back tomorrow with NHL hockey. We'll bring you game 2 between Montreal and Buffalo, but then we will be doing WNBA action. Golden State Valkyries at Seattle Storm. Opening night in the WNBA regular season. And then Saturday, Sunday, we will have WNBA with hockey doubleheaders, afternoon and evening. Monday, we'll at least have Colorado, Minnesota. That'll be game 4, but we don't know the time because we don't know if the Canes are going to sweep the Flyers or not. If they do, I'm betting Colorado, Minnesota's probably at like 7. If they don't, then they might, if there's a game 5, then that game might be like 8:45. Sorry, random. Your one comment got held. I'm showing it. I tried to talk to my dog about the power play. She looks at me and she sleeps. I just saw that one. I can't highlight it because it won't show up in my chat here, but I just saw it on my tablet. Oh, enjoy the soccer game. Oh, that's cool. You have a news channel coming to stream your game. Yeah, enjoy. That sounds like fun. Good luck. Yeah, no worries. No worries. That sounds awesome. Where was I? Oh, Monday. And then Tuesday, Sabres, Canadians. I think that would be, what game is that? Let's see, 2 tomorrow. 3 Sunday. That'll be game 4, and then we'll bring you Lynx Mercury, as Monday's an off day already for the WNBA. I never understand that. They've got a longer season, they've got more teams, and yet they still are going to have Monday off days. Only problem, though, with WNBA is I found out with those games being on USA Network, I don't have cable or streaming, and that's the only way you get them. They don't put them on the Peacock app for some reason, even though that's NBC property. They're not going to stream those games on Peacock, so that really stinks. There's going to be a bunch of games I won't get for WNBA. Sunday, your time, Saturday. Yeah. So this series, game 4, and then Avs, Minnesota. Avs, Wild. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Whoops, I need to take a quick break. I need to refill my water. We'll leave this game up while I take my break. It's early in that game. All right, we'll queue up some of the newer songs from today. I'll look for some more as well in the coming days, so I don't have to keep playing the same songs over and over. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks. freight train. All right, let's get rid of the music. Clear the screen. Oops. Yeah, the ad. I can never. There we go. 21-16 Thunder. Still 2-13 in the first. And just that last game, Cardinals-Padres in baseball. All right, so I guess TNT is just behind. Still waiting. All right, Carolina on the power play for another minute 9. Face off and a dump in. And pass to the near side. Let's see. Jarvis passed it. They tipped it in ahead to the blue line. Aho to the near side. Now Gostisbehere with it. Pass to, knocked away by Philly and sent down. And picked up behind the net by Svechnikov. I guess they added a shot for Philly in the second because they have not gotten one this period, to my knowledge. All right, pass to Aho, sends it through everybody to the far corner. Kept in at blue line Gostisbehere, far circle, back to Gostisbehere. Shot by Ehlers wide into the near boards, tipped. Gets away, and Ehlers another one, and that's it. It's 5-on-5. Power play time is over. Cleared by the Flyers, and that is whistled for icing at 18:44. Don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. 36 votes, 67% Hurricanes, 33% Flyers. All right. Face off in the far circle. And false start, I guess. I don't know what we're waiting on. It's Dvorak for the Flyers. Picked up by Sealers and sent out. I think it was Sealers. All right, dumped in by the Canes again. Now it's behind the net for Stahl. Into the far corner. And trying to dig it out is Carrier. He's pinned up against the boards with Ristolainen and Konechny there. Stahl trying to dig it out. It's to Miller. Miller sends one. It's blocked. Flyers make a pass and now send it to the near side. Konechny skates it in. Shot was wide into the... tipped up into the, not into the netting, and brought up the near boards by Carolina and dumped in. And do we have a whistle? I don't know. TNT not showing what's going on. Looks like we got a penalty, maybe. Nope, it's going to be 4-on-4. Miller and Konechny getting into it. Oh, yeah, but then Dvorak in again. Like, they have two people involved. And is it just going to be... Okay, it's Miller and Dvorak, but not Konechny. I don't get it. Konechny threw a freaking punch, too. I don't get these officials tonight. Like, Philly is getting away with a lot of crap. So Miller and Dvorak are sent. We'll have 4-on-4. Oh, Miller just hit Konechny from behind. So Konechny was not happy. But they didn't show what happened after. It seemed like he threw a punch and no call. And Dvorak is sent again. Otherwise, Philly would have had a power play if Dvorak could just stop getting out of the the scrum. You know, he's the second man in, and he's getting called every time. So 4-on-4. Face off. And the Canes keep it in. Nikishin lost the puck. It is Couturier who sends it out. Near circle shot, save, and held on by Anderson. Forrester on the shot. 17:31 to go in the third period. Come on, Canes. Go up 3-1. Yeah. Thanks, Ricky. Again, like and subscribe really helps with getting the channel recommended to other viewers, which will help me grow the channel. Thank you for your support. All right. So now, I don't know. It's a very strange game. Both teams are frustrated. It's not just one team or the other. They're both frustrated with these refs. Jarvis lost it. Looks like Nikishin. No, that wasn't. They didn't get it back. Flyers have it behind their own net. Skated out by Forrester. I should look up the names of these refs too. No, that's not. Wait, I can't see. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. That was Zegras. Well, Canes have at any rate in their own zone. Under 7. We played 3 minutes. Under 17 to go in the third. Shot too high by Ehlers. It's in the far corner. Right to the slot. Shot by Walker. That's blocked. And the Flyers get it out ahead. Take it up the right wing. And pass to the far circle. And a shot and another penalty. Anderson went down. I'm wondering if this is goaltender interference. Let's listen. Yep. Number 8. I mean, it looked like a pretty clear-cut call. He just ran over Anderson. So it'll be a 4-on-3. Ooh, I don't know about that. Anderson stuck his foot out. Truthfully, that probably could have been a trip on Anderson, and then he flopped. Wow. All right, I understand that one. That's a bad call. Still, he was free. He didn't get bumped, and he skated through the crease. Now, whether or not Anderson made contact out of the zone or in the crease, but it kind of looked like he stuck his foot out to instigate the contact. Far circle Aho, but you can't put yourself in that position. Don't let the refs have any chance to make that call. It's just a dumb play. You're down 2-1. If we're playing 4-on-3, it's like a power play in overtime and regulation. Shot and a goal from the near circle. Canes lead 3-1. I think it was Svechnikov. It was Svechnikov from Aho. And we'll be at 4-on-4 now. Now, which one do I delete? Oh, this one. Yeah, we still got just a little bit of 4-on-4. Oh, off the post and off his skate and in. Wow, what a tough break for Vladar. Svechnikov's 24th career postseason goal. It's his first of this postseason. Again, assist by Aho. Aho's first assist. That's nuts. Can't believe Aho just picked up his first assist. 16:08. 22 seconds of 4-on-4 remain. And taken out by the Flyers. Well, this is kind of a shame because I would like the winner of Buffalo Montreal to win in the Eastern Finals. It looks like, well, the Canes may be rusty. I mean, they haven't swept them yet, but sure looks like that's what we're headed for here. Philly had a chance at Game 2. Would have been a different series if they had stolen one on the road. Icing called on Philly at 15:29. Yeah, this one, yep, has been nasty. Need Blake goal, says Fago. Fagogo? Yeah, Blake hasn't had a point yet. He's been out there a lot, but maybe he gets an empty netter. We'll see. Face off, taken near side. Flyers tip it up into the stands. It was deflected. 15-23, so no penalty on bump. Not a lot of shots for the Flyers. 15. Carolina's 3 for 20 on goals, and Flyers 1 for 15. Excuse me. Chippy game, to say the least, yeah. And just strangely officiated. They just kicked Jankowski out of the draw. It's Dvorak against, I can't see. Well, at any rate, Dvorak won the draw, sends it around. And into the near circle. Flyers send it out. Over the blue line. Pass up the middle, towards the net. Backhander saved. Cleared to the neutral ice by the Canes. Picked up. Sent to the near side for the Flyers. And a dump in from the red line, but the Nikishin already has it for Carolina. They send it in. Vladar plays it to the far boards, and it's knocked to the neutral zone by Grundstrom. But Ehlers has it in the near boards and sends it. And now Carolina will take it over the red line into the, Ehlers to the far circle. Another shot, rebound, near side into the near corner. Sent behind the net for Stahl. Back to the blue line. Sent to the near boards. Off the glass behind the net. Flyers desperately trying to get it out, and they do, to the neutral ice, and they dump it in from the red line. But it's picked it up by Stahl behind his own net. And the Canes dump it in Chatfield from the red line. May have been on net. We've played 6 minutes of the third. Under 14 to go. Pass and taken away, and Svechnikov dumps it in for the Canes. Aho couldn't get to it. Drysdale behind the net. And now Aho centers it to Chatfield. Near circle. Shot. Glove save. And Vladar hangs on. That'll take us to the under 14 media timeout. 3-1 in favor of Carolina off the power play goal from Svechnikov. And we have hit the under 14 media timeout. Hey, Derek. Hello. Again, thank you for being here. Svechnikov from Aho and Gostisbehere. Okay, yeah, they added the Gostisbehere assist. All right, so Gostisbehere keeps it in at the blue line to Aho on the far side. To the near side, Svechnikov. They rotate again. Aho from the far circle to the near circle. Svechnikov hit it off the post, and then it hit the skate of Vladar and went in. We'll try it one more time. Gostisbehere to Aho to Svechnikov to Gostisbehere to Aho, and then a one-timer again off the post and off the skate of Vladar and into the net. That's why it's 3-1. 2 power play goals for Carolina and a shorty. The Philly goal was 5-on-5 for Zegras. Let's see. Wait, let me scroll just a little bit more there. All right, I guess that's good enough. Thunder 31, Lakers 27, 9:51 to go in the second. All right. Oh, man, this chair. I don't know. I cannot get comfortable today. Somebody with a Whalers hat in the crowd. Like the old where it had the whale and then ERS. I don't know who this is, but yeah, it's that might be like the New England Whalers maybe logo, like not even the Hartford Whalers logo. I don't know. All right, face off and kept in by the Canes. It's behind the net, and far circle shot was blocked into the far corner. Blue line keeper sent around. Chatfield sends it back. It's taken away by the Flyers and to the blue line. A dump in, knocked down by Slavin, and then a shot and a save and a frozen puck for Anderson, and pushing and shoving ensues. Oh, chaos is definitely ensuing. And we're on the goal cam for some reason. You can't make this up. And Gritty is in the corner saying, bring it on. But Gritty, I would point you to the scoreboard. Your team's down 2-0 in the series and down 3-1 in the game, and only 12:59 to work with to get 2 goals. So gotta look at the scoreboard there, pal. All right, what is the call? Probably nothing out of that. Yes, thank you so much. We're at 33 likes, 7 more to 40. Thanks for the reminder. Thanks, Ricky. First franchise history with 2 goals against or fewer in first 6 games of postseason for Anderson. Wow. Face off. And the Canes dump it to the neutralizer. Saucer pass. Oh, all alone into the clear. Shot and a goal. It's 4-1. Somehow they had a wide open breakaway. And this game is all but over. Take a minor miracle for the Flyers to get back into this one. Just a neutral zone, a saucer pass to the neutral zone, and then Ehlers, got the breakaway goal from Martinook and Miller. Yeah, just a pass at center ice from Martinook, and Vladar beaten glove side high. I mean, nothing he could do. Somehow that puck got tipped from Martinook to Ehlers, and like nobody was near Ehlers. And he just stuck it forehand and shot it just under the crossbar. I think we got, that's the only visualizer goal we need to do. Back underway. Yep, have a good one, Dan. I know it's almost 10:30 Eastern. Thanks for being here. And good night, Flyers, I think. And their fans just about here. It would take a monumental comeback here. 3 goals and 12.5 to go here. All right, behind their own net. Yeah, it was a saucer pass by, I don't know what happens. Like everybody came to the center ice to defend Martinook, and they left Ehlers wide open. Such a strain. Yeah, Ehlers just blasted by everybody. Shot from the near circle wide. That was Svechnikov. Now it's sent around the boards, kept in at the blue line, but now the Flyers send it out. Carolina sends it ahead. Left wing, Slavin towards the net. Gets knocked off the puck. It's in the boards behind the Flyer net. Picked up and sent out over the red line and dumped in by Martone, and the Flyers will get a line change. 11:20 to play in the third. Carolina to the red line. Pass sent in behind the net. Off the glass. Was this delay of game? Puck over glass. It went into the stands. May have been. It is. Dvorak called for the penalty. Another. That is like Dvorak's third penalty tonight, at least. Let's see. 1 in the second. 2, 3. The previous 2 were roughings when he got in. He was like the second man or the third man in. Or, second man for a team in a one-on-one battle. All right, back to the power play for the Canes. And 11 minutes to go. The Flyers clear it down the length of the ice. 3 penalties on Dvorak, and 2 of them in the third here. It's brutal. All right, near corner, and York couldn't clear it. Or was that, might have been Sanheim. I don't know who's out there right now. 2 for 5 on the power play, 6 shots, plus they have a shorthanded goal. That was Carolina's first 5-on-5 goal of the game, that last one. Towards the net, shot, rebound, save, and saved again at 10:20. Ricky telling Dan, have a good one. 25-17 the shots. No clue why NHL.com doesn't have Carolina on the power play. What just happened? Somebody like popped Aho. Like skated right into him. Maybe it was a teammate. I don't know. Happened so quick. It's over for the Flyers, but good job getting the playoffs. It's been a while. Yeah, and they beat Pittsburgh. They beat the cross-state rival. And welcome Vivetkin 1. I mean, yeah, they it's the second round. This is like a 1 versus 8 matchup. It's Carolina's not the number 1 in the East for nothing. Flyers cleared it. And behind the net, Bear will pick it up. They got 1 minute still remaining on this power play. 10 minutes remaining in the third now. Near circle. Puck got away. I mean, they're not dead yet. You still could have a reverse sweep. You never know. Shot. Is it likely? No. But is it possible? Always. Blue line, Bear, far circle. He gets it back. 9.5 to play. 20 seconds on the power play. Tipped wide of the net. Jarvis sends it back to the blue line. A dump into the near corner. Aho trying to dig it out. Centering pass. Knocked out by the Flyers. And Couturier waiting for the line change. He sends a pass. York takes it up towards the net. Shot saved by Anderson into the near boards. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And dump in from the neutral zone on net. Frozen puck. Oh, a nice slash there by, I think, Sanheim. Definitely slashed Martinook, and they're not going to call it. That should be a penalty, but apparently not. All right, shots are 27-18. Time is 8:54, and we've hit the under 10 media timeout. And let's get the Ehlers goal here. There's a saucer pass to neutral zone right there by Miller. And it was just tipped from Martinook to Ehlers, and he had a breakaway goal and went forehand and beat Vladar glove side high. All right, one more time. So Stahl wins the draw. Miller does an immediate saucer pass to neutralize. Everybody surrounded Martinook. Nobody had Ehlers, and he just got a clean breakaway and hit it. You know, forehand under the goal, under the crossbar. So I was trying to say. All right. All right. Thunder 43, Lakers 37, 5:56 to go in the second. (43-39). Lakers just hit one. Austin Reeves a layup. All right. Looks like we are back from break here. Just about. Oh boy, I need to clean these glasses. Good grief. All right, we're on behind the net cam behind Anderson. Now we're looking at Anderson. He's stretching out, but the face-off is in the far end. Best record / save percentage / goals against average in 6-game span playoffs since 1970. Hobby Boolin was 1. He was the 3rd. I missed the first one. All right, sent behind the net. I mean, it's too much to read in a short amount of time. Flyers send it to the neutral zone. Carolina knocks it back in. Pass to the far circle. Return pass to the near circle. Sent ahead by the Flyers. And dumped in by the Canes. Andre takes it from behind his net. Andre passes to the far side. Over the red line. And a dump in from the blue line. Near circle. And sent behind the net. Back to the near side. And sent out by Svechnikov. Flyers send it in again, but Canes already get it to Chatfield, and they knock it to the neutral ice. All right, puck is passed from York. They miss bump, though, and Jarvis sends it out to Aho right in front of the benches at the red line, and a whistle at 7:39. Now what? I mean, any call or what are we doing? I don't know what's going on. Flyers have been dirty all year. Yeah. Seemingly. I mean, I know the Canes are a little bit too. So,
They are. They know what they are. They know.
it looks like Aho got called for high sticking. Where? He high stick bump. Where? I never saw it. I mean, I admit I could be blind, but I didn't see it. Whatever TNT just showed did not show a high stick. I don't understand that call either. All right, we got Forrester, Konechny, Couturier, Zegras, Drysdale on the power play. Martinook, Stahl, Walker, and Miller on the PK. False start. But I did not see a high stick there on Aho. I mean, not that it really matters, but geez Louise. All right, is Zegras kicked out of the draw, or what are we doing? He's shaking his right arm. He skated out of the circle. Oh, brother. Face off. They are 0 for 4 on the power play, Philadelphia, with 3 shots. Tipped in front of the slot and then not cleared, though. Kept in by Forrester. And Couturier sends it back to the blue line. And now that's out of the zone and cleared by the Canes. 7:15 to play. 1:30 on the Flyer power play. If they're going to get back in this game, they need a power play goal right here, right now. Chatfield in the corner. He gets hit. Forrester couldn't get there, and it's sent out. Drysdale tips it, and it's dumped in behind the net by the Canes, though. Picked up by Konechny. Taken, and a drop pass. Over the red line. Martone up the middle towards the net. Knocked into the near corner. Under a minute on the power play. Actually, only 50 seconds now. Under 6.5 to play. Picked up by Ristolainen behind his own net. Drop pass. Brought up. Pass to the near boards. York dumps it in for the Flyers. Blue line keeper. Pass by Martone. Went through everybody just outside the slot to the far corner. Nobody got a stick on it. 6 minutes to go. Cleared by the Canes. 15 seconds on the Flyer power play. 5:50 to play. Sanheim skates it in. He loses it immediately, and the Canes clear it. That should do it for the power play. Another miserable power play for the Flyers. They're 0 for the game, and they gave up a shorty. So special teams have killed them because they've given up, Canes power play goals as well. All right, that was centered by Glenn Denning, but nobody could get to it. It's to the neutral ice, and, well, do we have offsides? No. Taylor Hall has it for the Canes. Back to his defense. Sent ahead. Stan Coven falls down. Blake with a shot. That was wide. Into the near far boards. Kept in. Pass to the far circle. Gostisbehere sends it behind the net. Ooh, Stan Coven got hit in the near corner. Flyers clear it. And it'll be picked up by Gostisbehere with 4:40 to play. I got to update the shots. They gave the Flyers one more shot. Yes, take that. All right, centering pass. Oh, how was that saved by Vladar? Or was that wide? They didn't increase the shot. Oh, no, they did. It was a save by Vladar. Wow. Thought it might be 5-1 there. All right, sent to the neutral ice and dumped in by the Canes. 4 minutes to go for the Flyers. They're behind their own net. That's Andre with the puck. They are wasting time. Sent to the near side. And they skated in. Near circle. Miller sent it, and another person saucered it to neutral ice. Dump in or sent ahead by Drysdale. And the Canes end up dumping it in from the red line. Drysdale behind his own net. Passes, and Glenn Denning sends it up. Chatfield tapped it back to his partner, probably Slavin, who sent it out. And Vladar plays it behind his own net. Flyers still have it. Their pass got knocked away. Dump in by Couturier, but Slavin already sent it out. Far circle, Ehlers. Man, Ehlers is a lot faster than I realized. Stahl sends one. It's in the crease. Not frozen. Sent out. Glove down by the Flyers at the blue line. Or no, by the Canes at the blue line. Near corner. And let's see. Konechny sends it around. Robinson chases him, but he dumps it in and pursues it. But, oh, and he just knocked down Walker with a cross check in the back. Yeah, Konechny's going after Miller, but he hit Walker. That looked illegal. And now Konechny's trying to push. Everything is erupted here. Couturier and Jankowski are getting into it. Jankowski's just laughing at him. Yeah, check the scoreboard, Flyers. 4-1, and you're down. You're about to be down 3-0 in the series. Yeah, Konechny's gone. That was a vicious hit behind the net. He just chopped down on Miller. Then he took a slash to Miller's leg. Miller didn't do anything. And then he wrapped up Miller. God, that was vicious. Boy, if you can't beat him, just bully him, I guess. I don't know. That was vicious. I think the Thunder will take down the Lakers. Yeah, I enjoy NBA, just not my cup of tea. I mean, I don't even know. I don't think I've ever really watched LeBron play. That's how long I've been out of the NBA. And when I've done Lakers games, I think he was out early in the year when I did games in 2025. I think maybe I've turned on one for my son and watched it, but otherwise, like, that's how little I've paid attention to the NBA in the last 20 plus years now. Wow. So let's see what they called on Konechny. He's got to be gone. That's got to be a misconduct. They haven't put anything up yet. Let's see if the game summary has anything. That was a vicious hit that he delivered on Walker, and then he slashed Miller, who did nothing. Yeah, they still don't have the call. I don't know. I'm wondering if this is like a game misconduct even, maybe. He completely flipped his lid. I mean, they're down 4-1. This has got to be at least a misconduct. This can't be just a 2-minute minor. He should have two. He should have one for a cross check and one for a slash. I can't tell if they put anything on the board yet either. I don't know what's going on. That was vicious.
Well, Konechny, he goes hard on Walker behind the net.
They were already calling him for a penalty before he slashed Miller. So there's got to be a penalty on Konechny for that cross check. They were already calling it, and then Couturier was punching somebody. There was so much going on. It was hard to figure out what to watch. So just two for Konechny. That's shocking. That can't be it. I have Brenda Mar. Well, let's see what he's saying. I don't know. All right, they did give Konechny a misconduct. Okay, they gave Konechny a roughing, so instead of a cross check. Robinson's 2-minute minor. Konechny for that slash. Robinson again, and then Konechny a misconduct. But we do have a we do have a Carolina power play, so I'll just put Konechny in. It is 5-on-4. All right, Carolina behind their own net. 2:05 to play. A dump in to the near side. 1:55 to go. Towards the blue line, and Flyers get it. Sent in. And behind the net. Now sent out. Carolina dumps it in from the red line. Ristolainen passes. And dumped in. And taken away by the Flyers. Near circle. They center it. Shot was wide. And Forrester can't get there. And the Canes have the puck. 1:11 to go in the third. I guess my clock is just a tick ahead. 1 minute remaining. 38 seconds on the power play. 12-8 penalties, Flyers. Did he get the only misconduct, though? Let me look at that again. Yeah. According to NHL.com, which you don't know if they've got it right. Konechny got the only misconduct. Blake to Stankoven behind the net. And to the blue line. 5 seconds. Nope, whistle. 6 seconds on the power play. And more pushing and shoving. Ristolainen. And then somebody else going after the Sealer going after Stankoven. And he just punched him twice. And it's erupted. We briefly had punches being thrown by 4 different fights, it looked like. At 25.2. Man, talk about spoil sports. Jeez Louise, Philly. Why don't you look at the scoreboard? Yeah, it's still going. Gosh, Despair just got tackled by Ristolainen. You guys got a game in 2 days. You might want to save this because your season's going to be on the line. What a mess. 6 seconds to go on the power play. Yeah, this is a mess. Forrester's gone. Hathaway's gone. I think Gostisbehere went already. That started because Ristolainen went after Stankoven. And then Sealer jumped him, too, after Ristolainen did the cheap shot. Sealer punched Ristolainen multiple times with the linesman trying to break it up. And then Gostisbehere, I think, went after Ristolainen. That's why that happened. He was not happy. He's got to defend Stankoven, but Gostisbehere is a really valuable defenseman. This is going to take them forever to sort out all these penalties. They've got Konechny as 10, and yeah, it should just be 1-2. Looks like bump is the last. Oh, bump is the penalty. Not bump. I don't know. Oh, bump was serving it for Konechny. Got it. Robinson? I don't know. Well, I think this power play is over for the Canes. They're just sitting near the bench waiting for the calls. What a mess.
Number 55 and number 24, 2 minutes for roughing. Carolina penalty number 22 and number 4, 2 minutes for roughing. 2 minutes on the board for Philadelphia.
Power play for Philly? Okay. How? Konechny, oh no, they haven't put any of these penalties on the board either. Somehow Philly got a power play, which I don't understand. They had 6 seconds left. You know what? I don't even care. I'll just delete it. There's 25.2. It's not worth it. No, it's Carolina 5-on-3 for 6 seconds. I don't know. I just deleted it. Doesn't matter. A lot of cheap shots here late for the spoil sports Flyers. Well, this is what happens. This should have been a first-round matchup if we had a 1-8 setup, but instead we had 7. We had 7 lose to the 8 seed, and the 8 seed and the 1 seed met up in the second round. There's a large disparity here between the talent, obviously, and the Flyers are frustrated. There's a pile up in the near corner. Hopefully we just let these 5 seconds go out. I think we will. The refs have had enough. I think that's the end of the game. 4-1 is your final. A lot to sort out for the refs in that one. Canes 4. First 7-game playoff win streak, tied for their franchise record in 2006. Canes 4, Flyers 1 is your final. And we had 46 votes in the poll, and 70% thought that the Canes would win it. They lead this second round series 3-1. They go for the sweep on Saturday. All right, we'll end the Twitch stream there. All righty. Well, that was a bit of a mess. That game, a crisp 2 hours and almost 45 minutes. I guess I could have well, just do it in the dark here. Just turning off that one light. Yeah, why? Hold on, I'll just put it back on. Why is that? I didn't think it would be this dark. Oops, just knocked over the puck. Pardon the noise. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. If so, please hit that like button on the video and thumbs up on the channel before you head on out. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers. I think, do we need the Ehlers goal? No, we showed that. We showed all the goals. Final shots were 30-19. 4-1 the score, Carolina. Flyers, I don't know, never really into it. Well, I guess I can't say that. It was only 1-0 after 1 and 2-1 after 2, but they fell apart quickly in the third when Svechnikov on the power play made it 3-1, 3:52 into the third. And Ehlers, a little over 3 minutes later, made it 4-1. Halftime, Lakers 58, Thunder 57 in OKC. All right, let me catch up on the chat before I head out. Brian, yeah, have a good one. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Flyers just don't have enough talent. Yeah, that was my point. This should have been the first round matchup. If we were doing 1 through 8, this would have been the first round matchup. Instead, the 8 seed upset the 7 seed, and this became a 1 versus 8 in the second round. I mean, it's silly that we had this. This should have been the first round series. Oh, get this off my screen. I don't want to see Brad Marchand in a commercial. Thank you very much. Canes have Morgate, team in every category, so strong. Yep, agreed. Yep, yeah, again, good. Congrats to the Flyers. They did, 1, make the playoffs. They had to do a heck of a push at the end of the season to get in. And 2, they did beat their cross-state rivals, Pittsburgh Penguins, in 6 after taking a 3-0 lead. So they did accomplish that, final 8, or Elite 8. Yes, we're at 36 likes. Thanks, Ricky. I think we're not going to get there, but I appreciate the setting the goal. Yeah, no real fights, just roughing and misconduct. Gotta imagine Anderson's got to be one of the 3 stars. Wondering if, let's see, who would get it. I mean, we had 4 different goal scorers. Svechnikov had a goal and an assist. Gostisbehere had 2 assists. So I'm thinking that's your 3 stars. Svechnikov, Gostisbehere, and Anderson, but they might go Chatfield since he had the second goal. That's the game-winning goal. Yep, thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it. Canes smothering defense and offense. They could make it to the cup. That would be tough for anyone. Not that Buffalo. Yeah, no. I agree. If it's Colorado, I kind of feel like Carolina is got to be the team to beat them. I'm hoping the Wild. All right, they did go. Oh, they went Svechnikov, Martinook, and Martone. Why'd they go Martinook? He had 2 assists. Okay. Martone, an assist. All right. Chance, what's up? Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about the Jules. Yeah, thank you. No worries. Glasses get dirty all the time. Yeah, I know. My glasses are terrible. And they're bothering the heck out of my nose. I got to get these repaired or something. I don't know what I did. Ears aren't usually too bad, but I have such a narrow bridge, I can't even wear kids' glasses. I got to wear these stupid nose piece ones, and they destroy my nose. I hate it. I used to wear contacts like 25 or more years ago, but my eyes got real irritated, and I had to go without, and then I just never went back. Yeah, this should have been first round. Elite 8. Yeah, emphasis on elite. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Sunday morning your time, Saturday. No worries. Enjoy your football or soccer match. Sounds like fun with the live stream or the coverage of it. Nice, Chance. Congrats. Sounds good. All right, 4-1 is the final. Gonna rest the voice. I think that's all I got. We will put the schedule up real quick here. Tomorrow, Montreal at Buffalo, 6:05 live stream start, and probably 6:10 puck drop. Then Valkyries Storm, WNBA opening night. Plenty of hockey Saturday, Sunday, and next week. And we'll mix in WNBA as their season gets going. Excuse me. Easy for the LA fans. We are wide. Are you talking about the Lakers, I assume? Halftime. All right. That'll do it. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Have a terrific Friday. Hope to see you for the next one. Until then, take care. Be well. Good night and goodbye.